It is October 30th, 2017, and tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw just concluded. Welcome to the first full WWE Raw review here on The Slam.
It's probably one of our first times doing this.
Yeah, it kind of feels good. I think today's episode was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was great. I liked it. Usually I don't watch Raw the full 3 hours. I kind of just sit on Twitter and slide through, but this is one of the first times I actually sat through with an open mind and watched it.
But today you did both.
Yeah, I did both. I felt like a little bit of a celebrity, averaged about 5 likes a tweet. Think I'm going to start my own merchandise soon.
Guys, Nuke's finally got a Twitter. We've been pushing for this for a real long time, so make sure you guys give him a follow. What is it at?
It's at _Nuke. Someone took the Nukes. So I got to go get after him. Maybe a copyright infringement or whatever.
Gotcha.
Cease and desist letter coming their way soon.
Cease and desist. Yeah, that's right. You heard it from Nukes, guys. Check out the links in the description. You guys could also follow me on Twitter at TangoWithAngo. Now, if you guys want to interact with the show, the best YouTube comments and the best tweets, of course, with the hashtag #TheSlam, will be featured in future videos here on the channel. And I think we should just kind of jump right into it. Monday Night Raw. Decent show, in my opinion. There were some things I liked. There were some things I disliked.
Yeah, I really want to focus on the positives. I don't want to be that review show that just shits on everything. So, I mean, I kind of like the angles going into the match. I think that's gonna spice things up. I wonder if he's actually gonna perform and not be kind of like a side cast like he was at TLC. Hopefully, he decides to get in the ring and train a little bit. I'm not happy to see Stephanie back. I think she's the worst character in WWE history. Even though she gets a reaction, which are boos, but I don't think they're good boos. I just think like it's get the hell off TV ASAP. I don't know how you feel.
Well, I mean, if people could see my face right now, I was actually kind of shocked you said that because Stephanie's not the worst character.
Yeah, I believe she is.
She's definitely not.
Oh, I'm sorry. The next worst character would have to be Bailey.
Bailey's probably the worst character.
I can't get behind a grown woman that comes out with, just as a child. Like I'd like to hug. You're beating people up for a living.
Yeah.
And you're coming out wanting to hug people and have that whole smiley gimmick. I don't buy it. I don't like it one bit. You're a competitor. Screw that. I don't like the whole hugging thing of her. I can't get connected with her because of that reason.
What do you think changed from NXT? Because now she's on Raw. She got annihilated.
I just think NXT is the cool thing to watch. So people actually liked it because of that reason.
Because it was the cool thing to watch.
Yeah.
But what about her specifically?
I didn't really like her in NXT.
I didn't either.
Yeah. I don't think that she's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. The character I can't buy. I'm over the whole 80s babyface hugging and kissing kids like Hogan was. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You're a competitor. You're going out there to go whoop ass and not be a little child hugging people and all this stuff. I don't know. She's just corny to me. Very corny.
Yeah.
She's what I hate about wrestling.
Yes. Makes sense. I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about this on, I want to say episode 8 of The Slam. I don't know. I'm sure we could put the link in the description. If you guys really want to know about like our personal opinions on wrestling, things that we like, things that we dislike, that's a really, really good informative video. Speaking of Bailey, she got annihilated today by Nia Jax.
Nia Jax looked great. She had something. She pulled something out of the Moose's book from Impact. The little what was it, like a flip into shoulder block or something like that? I like that a lot.
Yeah,
and the leg drop looked very fierce.
Yeah. New branding for her. She got a new Titantron, new ring gear. It was a little bit altered.
Sounds like they're actually going to take her a bit serious. They should make her into a monster heel. I think she'd do great in that role. She's a big woman. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but she's bigger than the average.
Yeah, she's different.
Wrestler. Yeah,
she's different from what we're used to seeing.
Yeah,
I think she's a true female superstar versus a diva.
Yeah, I think she'd be great as role model to kids in terms of overcoming obstacles of size and being told that hey, you're too big for this business or whatever. Because Vince and WWE are so into a look that I think that she could break that mold. Yeah,
absolutely. I think very spot on opinion right there. She annihilates Bailey. For those who want to know how this match got put together, it was originally supposed to be Alicia Fox versus Bailey. Alicia Fox being the women's captain for Survivor Series. She made the call to bring back Nia Jax, which I think this was a good thing for Nia Jax. Hopefully we start to see her annihilate more superstars.
I'd like to see her against Asuka.
At some point, right? It's got to happen.
At some
point. Speaking of Asuka, she versed, and I know you like this specifically because we kind of mentioned this before in another video. Actually, I think this was the same video I referred to earlier, episode 7. But Asuka won a squash match.
I like that. I don't like seeing established talent getting beat the hell up by someone that's coming up. She's got called up to the roster. You know, a lot of people don't want to watch NXT. Like, I would say NXT's more for the smarks, and I'm sure a lot of people that have WWE Network maybe don't watch NXT. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
so they want to familiarize her with the crowd and the audience and that bigger demographic. But yeah, I think they should continue doing that for a little bit and then have her move her way through in some storylines. I wouldn't throw her right away into the title scene only because sometimes too fast isn't too good, in my opinion.
I feel like in this case, like you mentioned, Nia Jax and Asuka, maybe Asuka could be kind of separated from her for a while, and then they just, Nia Jax goes on this huge win streak, Asuka goes on this big, huge win streak.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. They
just got to be separated.
It wouldn't be predictable.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know who would win.
Yeah.
Just because of the way they're getting both built up. But yeah, I think Asuka should continue to squash jobbers for a little bit.
That makes you curious, doesn't it? Because like there's reports of Ronda Rousey joining WWE.
Yeah, I hope she joins. I mean, there was reports online that she did, but I don't know how true those are.
I mean, it's coming from Meltzer, so if anything, like,
yeah.
we did talk about WWE tipping off fake news, but no, the sources are saying that she is in fact
I just hope
joining.
she's got a mouthpiece, because I just recently watched someone posted on the MMA Reddit the whole four horsewomen against the four girls from NXT, and that was really cringeworthy.
Yeah, terrible actually.
Yeah, I would love to see her paired with a manager, but of course we won't, because Vince hates managers for whatever reason.
I don't get it.
I kind of wish Heyman would take her over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. No Paul Heyman tonight, actually.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. I really don't want to see Jinder Mahal and Lesnar.
Hold on. You don't want to see it, but I think Paul Heyman could do a good job selling.
He buried
that
him,
match.
man.
It's okay.
Him. Yeah,
that's the point of Paul Heyman, though.
I didn't miss him tonight, honestly.
I'm shocked.
I really want to talk about the Miz and Hardy match, though.
Okay, let's talk about it.
That was great. I was completely shocked that match was really that damn good.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they're not pushing Matt Hardy a lot more, only because of how popular he was months ago with the whole broken mat. But since he can't get that over from Impact, it's a shame, because he could really benefit off that. Or just as a different type of character. The guy took a huge risk, turned his whole career around with just that character, and people fell in love with it.
Yeah.
He had a competitive match. It was awesome.
Unexpected.
Very unexpected. I thought it was the best match of the night.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take it there. I think Miz is a great wrestler. He's very safe. I would never say go back and watch a Miz match, but honestly, I'm pretty sure I'll go back and watch that match one day.
Yeah.
It was that good.
Yeah, I mean, The Miz is at the point, though, I think a lot of people just like to hate on The Miz, but he's obviously
a great villain.
He's a
an
main
awesome
event
villain.
type of character, I think.
Yeah, I think he deserves a title run. Not with the IC title, but with maybe the Universal Championship one day.
Yeah.
He does a great job at making you hate him. Like, when I watch Miz on TV, I feel like I'm a 7-year-old kid wanting to see him lose all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent that tweet out saying that, I got really invested. You see me, man. I was sitting next to you freaking out like, oh, my God, Matt Hardy's about to pull it off. I can't wait.
It's weird with Matt Hardy, because I feel like with Jeff Hardy, he's kind of lost right now.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But it was a good match, so that kind of helps.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm hoping to see more of The Miz putting on matches like that, as crazy as it sounds.
So that was a good match. You know what match I really hated tonight?
Oh, man, I think I know.
Let's hear it. Can you guess?
The pumpkin thing. that was just very, very dumb.
Cringeworthy.
Yeah, it's very cringeworthy.
That's the type of stuff that if you're not a wrestling fan and you turn that on, you start to think, what the
is this? Yeah, man, it's a shame. It's a damn shame that Gallows and Anderson are being treated like that, like comedy characters. Gallows is kind of funny, like the whole nerd thing that he was doing. I don't know if he's still doing that.
No.
Okay.
Sometimes.
All right. Yeah, I think Gallows is a funny dude. I love Anderson. He's great. It's a damn shame that these guys were the most feared tag team in the business. They were built up with Bullet Club through NJPW, running wild over there, and they get called over to WWE, and now they're in throwaway matches that don't do anything for them. They're a huge. I think they're a great asset for the tag team division. I hope one day we get to see the Balor and them two, combine as a team or a stable along with Styles.
I think that's way.
But I know how Vince is. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like anything that he doesn't create.
Yeah. And that's the thing about Asuka right now. That I'm sure that's why he's gonna do so well with Asuka, because Asuka is an NXT product.
Yeah, I'm hoping that she does well. I'm tired of seeing start-stop pushes in WWE.
So that's very true. What about the last match of the night? It turns into the last segment. We have Mickie James main eventing Raw tonight against Alexa Bliss for the title. She loses due to a knockout punch.
Yeah, that was crazy. She got laid out. That looked really good.
Yeah, that made
I was
me
a bit
laugh.
shocked that she didn't kick out, but maybe they're really trying to make Alexa Bliss a sort of a
Yeah.
powerhouse. It seems like
She's not really a powerhouse, though, when you look at her.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing.
Like, she should be getting squished right now by Nia Jax.
She looks like a little child. That's what she looks like to me.
But it's okay, because right after this, we actually have the return of Braun Strowman.
Oh my God, that was like a terrible horror movie segment, but I loved it. It was
What
hilarious.
was your tweet? You had a tweet
Earlier?
Yeah.
I love how they're making it seem like he's like Michael Myers.
Oh yeah.
Like the whole the whole little signs throughout the show that he's back, and
Yeah.
the fact that they ran already a mile away from him and he catches up with them and starts beating the shit out of him. I thought that was awesome. And it's crazy how over he was. I still remember a few years ago where I was foaming out the mouth knowing that, oh my God, it's going to be Strowman versus Taker. This is going to be terrible. He's so green. He's so this. And man, I became a Braun Strowman fan when he faced Big Show.
Yeah.
And he started doing all the chain wrestling. I was totally shocked. The guy's like 6'8", 400 pounds, doing magnificent things in the ring. And then now he's like the most over guy on the roster. I think Reigns being gone helps out a lot too.
Man, we got to get on video at some point, because the excitement on your face when you said that, I literally got choked up. But that's the thing, man. Like, Braun Strowman, I like what they're doing. He did 5 finishers. I can't even talk right now. This was crazy. He did 5 finishers to Curtis Axel, The Miz, and Bo Dallas.
And the crowd kept chanting one more time.
He put him through the table to end Raw, and that's exactly what I like about wrestling, because it's like Braun Strowman, by the way, he comes out through the garbage truck.
Mind you, it's a red one, not a white one.
Yeah, so he gets out of the garbage truck while Miz and the Miztourage are in the limo. And of course, this is the craziest segment ever, because these guys are literally just standing there like they're ready to go. They're scared that Braun's going to show up, and of course he shows up. And the way like it looks so corny, but these guys just keep laughing and like yelling and like freaking out. Then they try to run through the stage, and of course Braun Strowman annihilates them. Man, that's what I love about wrestling. Sometimes Raw being 3 hours really can suck, but tonight I'm going to say 8 out of 10. Like, there was a couple bad things, but overall it was actually a good show, and I'm starting to get an idea, especially with the whole Daniel Bryan thing, Raw versus SmackDown. They're really trying to build value towards Survivor Series.
They're making us want to care, and I like that. I think they're giving us a little bit of everything right now, where every match serves a purpose.
Yeah, so I give it an 8 out of 10. What's your final verdict on tonight's show?
I think I gotta agree with you. There's a lot of fun segments on Raw tonight. The only thing I didn't like what we talked about on the last video was the return of Samoa Joe. I'm happy he's back. I just didn't. I can't get behind Apollo Crews for whatever reason. I've already stated my complaints in the last video.
Yeah. They can watch that. That link will be in the description. Today's Raw's highlights, reviews, and stuff we'll have it as a playlist. So make sure you guys check it out. That's really, really good.
The one thing you weren't in the room for when we were watching was the Enzo Amore versus... No, I'm sorry, not Enzo Amore, but it was Enzo Amore and Drew Gulak. Gulak. I'm sorry, I always say his name wrong, but he had a match with Kalisto. Kalisto's an amazing athlete. It's not the stuff that he can do is just insane.
Yeah.
I still believe that Enzo Amore is the most charismatic guy in the roster. The guy can get a crowd to eat out of the palm of his hands. I don't know why I don't know why they took the belt off him in the first place to Kalisto, and then Kalisto dropped it back.
Yeah.
I don't know what that whole situation is. So I don't know what they're doing with Enzo Amore towards Survivor Series. I wonder if it's going to be another rematch again against Kalisto. I hope not. Well, we will, because they're continuing the story with them too. I mean, Enzo Amore came out and after the match and attacked Kalisto's finisher.
We'll see what happens tomorrow on 205 Live. A lot of people keep skipping that show, but
I skip it. I probably only watched it one time.
I skip it usually in these last few weeks. Actually, I would say ever since Enzo won the title, I've been going back to that, and it's been really good. So, I mean, I'm really excited just to see what happens going forward from today's episode. Obviously, Kane coming back, choke slamming Daniel Bryan,
Yeah,
Samoa
that was like
Joe.
97 all over again with Kane just annihilating everybody.
Yes.
I really don't know what they're doing. I don't know how long Kane is around for. I'm probably guessing until the end of the year.
Yeah, after election season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when the election season is in Tennessee, so who knows what happens with that. But it's going to be kind of silly. I can imagine they're going to use all that stuff that he's doing in WWE right now against him in the race.
Oh, yeah. Because television is such a bad thing. Like, I could just start ranting at this point. But I think that's a wrap. Let us know what you guys think about the show on the comment section down below. Follow myself and Nukes on Twitter. You guys can follow me at Tango with Ango.
I love to interact with you guys, and it's fun to talk about wrestling with people all the time. So follow me on Twitter at @the_Nukes. Tweet me. We talk about literally anything wrestling-wise or just sports in general. So hopefully I can build up that follower list and, interact a little bit more with you guys.
Exactly. So that's pretty much it for The Slam. I'm your host, Ango.
Nukes.
And we thank you guys for tuning in.